What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Crime Circuit. I'm D. Ellis. If this is your first time joining, welcome. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Today we're going to be traveling to Ohio, specifically the Claremont County area, and we're going to be speaking on Chad Doerman, a piece of so-called father who would execute his 3 young kids, who was 3, 4, and 7, in the front yard of his home. Condolences to the family, first and foremost, and rest in peace to those children. There's no excuse that a father should do this to his kids or any children at all. I do understand that mental health is a thing, but this is some whole other shit right here. So yeah, let's dive into it. Father charged in killing of 3 young sons in Claremont County. 3 young brothers were killed in a shooting at their Monroe Township home on Thursday. The boys' father, Chad Doerman, 32, has been arrested and charged in their deaths. An Ohio father lined up his 3 young sons and executed them in a planned attack of murder, prosecutors say. They said Chad admitted the scheme. He appeared in court on 3 charges of aggravated murder on Friday, shackled and wearing a green padded vest typically used to prevent people from killing themselves. Claremont County Chief Prosecutor Dave Gast said this is the worst crime he's ever seen in his career. He said Doerman lined up the boys, ages 3, 4, and 7, at their home and executed them with a rifle. Gast said one of the boys tried to flee into the field, but Doerman hunted him down, brought him back to the house, and killed him. The children's mother was shot in the hand in an attempt to save her kids, the prosecutor also said. The trauma this man has inflicted is unspeakable, Gast said. The evil horror of what we know is impossible to process. Bond set at $20 million for Chad Doerman following the shooting. I don't know how in the hell he got a bond, even $20 million. I mean, I don't even know how he got that. But anyway, Gast asked for and was granted by Judge Jason Nigel a $20 million bond. He was their world, Gast said. He was their guardian, and he executed them in cold blood. Gast said Doerman, he made a full confession that he not only committed the killings but also planned them. We can't name a person who poses a greater threat to the community, Gast said. The prosecutor said the sheriff's office, first responders, and the community at large have been left traumatized. He said the deputies who arrived at the scene attempted to perform CPR on the boys. They held these children knowing there was nothing they could do, Gast also said. How do you unsee that sort of an abomination? A preliminary hearing in the case was scheduled for 1 p.m. June 26th. Gast said after the case is taken to a grand jury, he would seek to have Doerman held without bond, meaning no amount of cash could be secured to get him to release. Claremont County Prosecutor Mark Tukvol would not say if he would seek the death penalty in the case, but did say all possible charges were being reviewed. Calls to 911 indicate Doerman may have had other children. Prosecutors would not comment. So here's what we know so far. On the Friday morning, police tape surrounded the entire property where the boys were shot. A sheriff's vehicle sat in front of the home in a rural part of the county. Across the intersection from the home, landscapers worked on the Laurel Cemetery mowing grass. One of the workers carried plastic flowers between his teeth as he weaved his riding lawnmower between the headstones. Across the street, the red doors of the Monroe Township Fire and EMS station sat open, an ambulance and jeep inside. The home was silent, but the yard was filled with signs of life. A pop-up camper sat in the yard along with a trampoline and kids' toys. On the back edge of the property, there was a propane tank and a pile of logs stacked very high. Deputies were dispatched to the home after 911 calls, the first of which was received at 4:15 p.m. The children ages 3, 4, and 7 were found dead in the yard of their home on Laurel-Lindale Road, according to the Claremont County Sheriff's Office. A 34-year-old woman was later found outside the home with a gunshot wound to her hand. She was taken to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. The woman's identity was not released, but Sheriff Robert Lee met with the woman later at UC Hospital to inform her of the death of her sons, according to the sheriff's office. So far, Doerman is not charged with shooting the woman, but the sheriff's office said he could face additional charges. Clermont County Dispatch Center received 2 calls about the incident, according to the sheriff's office. In the first call received at 4:15 p.m., an unknown woman was screaming that her child and her babies had been shot, the sheriff's office said in the news release. In a 911 call made at 4:18 p.m., a person who was driving by the home reported that a young girl was running down the road saying that her father was killing everyone, according to also the sheriff's office. The boy's father, Doerman, has been charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder in the deaths of his 3 kids. When deputies arrived at the home, they found Doerman sitting outside on a step. He was detained without incident and questioned. According to the Chief Deputy Chris Straighton, around 10 p.m. the sheriff's office announced Doerman was arrested and charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder in the deaths of all his kids. He is being held without bond at the Clermont County Jail and is scheduled to be arraigned at 10 a.m. Fighting Clermont County Municipal Court. Documents posted in Clermont County Clerk of Court's office regarding the charges against Doerman are heavily redacted and do not reveal any additional details. The sheriff's office said that there's no signs of forced entry into the home and investigators are not looking for additional suspects. Doerman is listed as the sole owner of the home at Laurel Lindale Road, according to the Clermont County Auditor's website. The home was last sold in March of 2016, according to the listing on the site. The sheriff's office has not released the names of the boys who were killed or their mother. The identity of the girl and the 911 caller reported seeing on the road has also not been released. The sheriff's office would not identify the girl or say how she was connected to the family. Officials did say that she is safe. A statement from Tracy Miller, superintendent of the New Richmond Exempt School District, said, "Our hearts are once again broken tonight as we yet again ask the community to lift up those affected by this horrific incident." A 13-year-old New Richmond Middle School student was among 4 people killed in a murder-suicide in March. Where is Monroe Township, Ohio? Monroe Township in Clermont County is home to about 7,500 people, according to census data. It sits on the Ohio River about 25 miles east of Cincinnati and about 11 miles south of Batavia, the seat of Clermont County. That's all the news that I have so far. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. Condolences to the family and rest in peace to those children. Stay safe out there, guys. I love y'all. Peace.